There is a condition affecting more than 1/3 of adults over the age of 60 in the United States alone. It has no visible symptoms. It shows up on no standard blood test. And according to a landmark study by the National Institute on Aging, it increases the risk of developing dementia by nearly 40%. Researchers at Brigham Young University found it is more damaging to your long-term health than obesity, and equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. It is not a disease. It is loneliness. Not the kind you feel on a quiet Sunday afternoon. The kind that lives beneath the surface for years. The kind that hides behind a busy schedule, behind weekly phone calls with the kids, behind the appearance of a full life. The chronic, unacknowledged loneliness that millions of older adults carry silently, convinced that admitting it would mean something is wrong with them. But neuroscience is telling a different story, and it begins inside your brain. When the human brain perceives social isolation, not just physical aloneness, but the felt sense of not truly being known or connected, it triggers the same threat response as physical pain. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system, activates. Cortisol floods the bloodstream. Inflammation rises throughout the body and the brain. And unlike a momentary stressor that passes, chronic loneliness keeps that alarm running day after day, year after year. Dr. John Cacioppo, a neuroscientist at the University of Chicago who dedicated his career to studying loneliness, discovered something that should stop us all in our tracks. Lonely individuals show measurably accelerated cognitive decline. Their prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for judgment, decision-making, and emotional regulation, degrades faster. Their hippocampus shrinks more rapidly. And perhaps most striking of all, their brains begin to perceive neutral social situations as threatening, which causes them to withdraw further, deepening the very isolation that is harming them. Loneliness feeds itself. That is what makes it so dangerous and so easy to miss. The people most affected are rarely those living entirely alone. They are people who are surrounded by others but feel unseen. Parents whose adult children are kind but distant. Spouses who share a home but stopped sharing their inner world years ago. Retirees who lost not just a job, but an entire structure of daily human contact and never found something to replace it. Here is what the research also shows, and this is the part that matters most. The brain remains responsive to connection at every age. Studies published in the journal Psychological Science demonstrated that older adults who engaged in even one meaningful conversation per day, not small talk, but real exchange, showed measurable improvements in working memory and executive function within just 8 weeks. You do not need a crowded social calendar. You need depth. You need moments where someone truly sees you and where you allow yourself to be seen. If something in this video is landing somewhere tender, pay attention to that. That feeling is not weakness. It is your nervous system telling you something important. And it is never too late to answer. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.